Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Infinite Loop. My name is Nani Abo, of course, with Double H at the back, and on today's episode, I am here with two people that I'm actually privileged to have them here in the studios of Earth Dreams Entertainment. Now, one of them is the CEO of Earth Dreams Entertainment, and currently, he's the special aide to the Ashanti Regional Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmanuel Pokuanane, aka Awuche. We all call him Awuche. He's the CEO of Earth Dreams Entertainment. In fact, Omuna started building Earth Dreams, and then at some point he had to leave and go to the Ashanti region. Yes, to join the Ashanti Regional Minister. And we are also doing what we can since he left. In fact, he inspired a lot of us. And also here in the studios with me is the creative mind behind one of Ghana's most influential and entertaining brands. Now, I'm sure most of you have actually watched KJTR versus Makola. Yes, when I was in uni, I used to watch it almost every time. And we learned a lot from it. And also, he is actually the director and CEO of Laser Legacy Production. Yes, and one of their productions is the KJTR vs Makola, which I just spoke about. And his name is Judge Louis Lamise. Sir, please, is the judge part of your name or is it because of...
How can it be part of my name? Whoever put it there should be arrested. My name is Louis Lamise.
Louis Lamise. All right. But we all call you Judge Louis Lamise. In fact, when anyone is calling you, that's how we say it.
Allowed. It's allowed.
All right. It's allowed, yeah. All right. So I'll go to my father later. Let me start with Louis Lamise.
Yes.
So, sir, KJTR versus Makola. Let's start from there. Okay. So, almost everyone in Ghana knows about this particular program. I want to know, how did it all start? What actually sparked that original idea of KJTR versus Makola?
It's a very long story, but I'll try and then make it as snappy as possible. Yeah. We had a radio show called the PM Show. It was radio drama, 1 hour radio drama on Love FM. But when we finished with the drama, we weren't receiving calls. So I wanted something that would start a controversy outside so that people would call in and speak their mind. Okay. And then I wanted to situate it in a court setting. So I give a topic, we dramatize it, and then somebody would take sides, and then it would start conversations out there and people would call. So we did it for a while. And later wanted to move into television. Yeah. And a combat di nipache. So a common mono, and I was working on a particular beach and got dropped. That same concept on radio, he gave me elements to put together to make it a show for TV. So the name, deciding, so the show is a concept between, it is a street. You know, in our legal system, we have Makola. Yeah. That is where people are trained to become professional lawyers. They use the Constitution of Ghana. But the idea was use the street wisdom to counter the legal, professional legal system. So the KJTR people then became the street wisdom, and then the Makola people became the traditional formal legal system. So that was the concept, but it wasn't like I sat down and picked pen and paper to design this. It was dumped on me. Like I received an inspiration, the name, the title of the show, the characters, the groups, KJTR, Makola, all those things, all those elements, the picture, how they should look like, everything in the space of like, I can't really tell, but some minutes, a few minutes. So I called them and I said, "Oh, Charlie, I'm coming back. Let's do this show." And they followed me. We went there. Unfortunately for us, it was during the period of Doomso.
Okay.
So after we filmed about 12 episodes, the whole weekend, like the sound around, generators were making noise. So when we went to the bench and we're listening to the rushes, the noise, the light, everything was terrible. So Maboka. And I make a chum so there, Maboka and Yashe, Munchucha, Ebia, even 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds out of the 30 minutes episodes. that might be good without hitches, and let's put it on social media. After all, what? So we did that, and we went to sleep. The following day when we woke up, it was like wildfire. Everybody, radio stations were playing, TV stations were playing. Then people said, what do you do? I did a movie na. That been a movie premiere. I'm saying, bola nam ko try on see where the premiere been the womb. But people kept asking, and the comments, if you look on social media, the videos, Charlie, when is it? What venue, location, this, rate. So I said, are you guys sure? So I went on then and I commented, the production was bad, so we are waiting to redo them. This was just trial. They said, no. We want, where you cut this from, we want to see it. So we premiered it. And it was overflowing. We did it in Accra, overflowing. We went to Takoradi, overflowing. We came to Sunyani, overflowing. We went to Takwa. So then the TV people said, no, we want some.
Okay.
Then it went on TV, and now we are touring with it. So the same show from radio has been moving.
All right, sir. So did you ever anticipate that the show will actually be something that will be talked about everywhere? Like,
no, I knew we were going to blow. I knew it was gonna be hard. And so what I always told my people, if you speak to any of them, they'll tell you, I kept telling them that they will blow, will break. But I didn't know it was going to be this show, because this show was like an accident. The real show we're working on was What a News.
Okay.
And the contract was delaying. And that's why we fell on this one.
Okay.
I didn't think this, because this a new team as an inspiration me now, but Charlie idea be abo yenkoye and a year koyenti. The future of it wasn't in my mind. And when we did it, it was crazy. And it's been crazy ever since. It's been crazy.
So Awuchi, let me come to you now. I know you've met Louis Lamis before even you moving to Ashanti region, and we've even shot projects with him before, right? So how did you meet him? The first time you met him, how was it?
All right. So I wanted to make a correction early on. You said I was one of the people who started building at Dreams Entertainment. In fact, the Masons were here before me. The carpenters were here before me. There were steel benders and all those people. We came at the latter part, but that's on the lighter side. So meeting Judge Louis Lamis, so I actually met him through a friend of mine. He's called Jay-Z. I attended Opokwari School, and during the time, I think that was 2 years ago, there was a stage play about to happen in Sunyani. I saw the flyer somewhere. I saw KJT versus Makola coming to Sunyani. That was when Ed Dreams was now growing. So I saw an opportunity in there. Judge has built a brand. That's the KVM brand. The KVM brand is everywhere. We want to be there. That's our role models. You have Clemento Suarez, who is a household name when it comes to movies, stage play, and all that. You have Atodazi, you have NGO, you have General Ntatia, you have Judge Louis Lamis. So what can be that moment or that spark that can put Earth Dreams out there? There are superstars coming. That's your gateway to, I don't say stardom, but that's your gateway to building something great. So I knew Jay-Z from UAS. I knew Jay-Z was a part of the production at a point in time. So I called Jay-Z and I told him, yo, my guy, as he say the KVM people, they come down. What's up? Where you say, oh, Charlie, then they can't do show. I say, oh, Charlie, I don't want link up plus them. I don't want link up plus charge. I was, oh, no problem. Mene Obibekasa. So that is how I met Atodazi. Today I'll say something. The first time I met Lamis, it was on the point of deceit.
Oh.
Yes. So I went to Lamis saying that Ato was actually my brother or somebody I have known from since the 80s. But truth of the matter is I only knew Ato on the screens. But Jay-Z was close to Ato. So Jay-Z put in a word for me. Okay. So when I went, honestly, I had seen Ato, but not in him grass one and I also a friend Ato. And he at a point, na judge jina ho, na Ato jina ho. And I judge Busa and say, what do you want me to do for you? Then I'm so many the conversation I was having because I'm age in so then I'm sure he saw say I can't consider him the okay. But somehow he's somebody I'd say he saw the hunger in me. So it wasn't really about the story I was putting out there. It was about the zeal to make something for myself. It was about the zeal to do something great in the industry.
Right.
So he told me, okay, what do you want to come? Let's keep in touch. Once I walk on there, you are good to go. So me to go to Nigeria, I'm going to say, hey, Charlie, minimum about me news. I want to judge for us and not do anything. Judge the minimum or any papa. So whatever you need, just make sure you communicate plainly. It has to be in plain language. So from that day, I spoke with Ato, your co-judge and all that. Then at a point, I was like, okay, I have something to offer. He did not even request. I was like, okay, you are coming to do a show in Sunyani. We have a production. So what about we take care of your media coverage and all that? And he told me, okay, so the program we are actually coming to is from not a competitor per se, but is an event organizer organizing it. So definitely he has taken care of photography, videography and all that. So if you are coming in, it's more like competition. However, we would be on a tour. We are here to tell our story. So I would want your team to be in charge of my media or my story, so that whoever has been contracted to shoot the program will be solely for the program, and you would be for my side. I was like, it's good. So I offered that. I didn't charge a penny because I knew that I need to learn from him. I knew that he's somebody I would want to build a good relationship with. So we had a great relationship from there. I think a day or two after the project, he had a movie which he wanted to shoot. And that was the first time I actually saw a movie which was shot by just two people. And these two people were like, they were amazing. I was just I didn't know this lady from anywhere. I was just looking at her and I was like, wow, I would want the cast of Earth Dreams Entertainment to be like this lady one day. Judge, there will be anything like that on there. And I feel and I say visa. When he's in his element, he's somebody different. So I stood there, I learned a couple of stuff. And your man sat down, caught the way we really wanted it. It was I wouldn't say an amateur company, but we were coming up. So we can't do a pro work. But at least we did something. And from there, we built a rapport. So I had conversations with him. I would want us to do something together. I think he didn't even leave Sunyani. Then he created something for us, Mr. Knight. I didn't write the story. He created it. The next day, we were shooting. We came back again. There were issues with sounds and all that. We realized that if you really want to do it well, how about you sit back, look at your lapses, correct them before you can project? Because when we put Mr. Knight out there, the sound was terrible. That's the right word for it. I wouldn't sugarcoat it because I'm on an Ed Dreams platform. It was terrible. But I would say that terrible sound projected us to the quality we are doing now. Because myself and Wagsy, we had conversations and we were like, this is not good. Especially, Wagsy is that person who always loves to have a bragging right.
True.
Myself, likewise.
Yeah.
So if both of us are going to speak so much about a project which you have a superstar like Judge Louis Lamis on, and it turns out that the sound is what the street, so the sound is beans, then it means nobody would really take your production serious. So we procured some gadgets. God being so good, they came back. They came and we had to do a couple of projects and today we are doing amazing. So my relationship with Judge is that of a father and son. I learn a lot from him when we go out. His communication, his direction, and one person I mean challenge be and I drew baby na say me advice be here. One of the first people, if not the first person, about my dream. Judge Louis Lamis. Boss, I then they say they were here during their head, you know. He said, me who they are being saying, okay, I'll show you, say. I started writing a professional script because of him. He told me I did something and he told me, Charlie. The concept is great, but the execution is not there. It was just these words he gave me. These words when I went back to sit in my room. Yes, it was the comfort of my room, but it wasn't comfortable because if you have been told this and you want to do better, take these words and improve upon them. He started learning. Same thing which he criticized me for. It was a constructive criticism. I came back, I gave him that same document and he was impressed. Now what made me impress Judge Louis Lamisa, he's one of the most difficult people to impress. Because he always stands for quality. If it's not good, he would tell you. And these are some of the people we need in our system. People who Oma utirimu nyawde. Chalade ni nya akache nipa ne senye. Na say ye project bi ani aya na me feel say oh ye nyina nim say aya de. But everybody was like, "Oh, Charlie, this is good." And I was like, "No. Ye ba be Akwaaba Vrs Oobake. I know one person will be in town, Judge Louis Lamis. Until he watches it, I am not taking this thing out." So I told him I have something for him to watch. I called the editor to come around. He watched it. I was like, "Charlie, my head, my pa, but hane there." When for editor, oh, so there. I feel na me to my idea at a point my idea. What he's saying is true. Let's do the whole thing all over again. It pays to do quality. It pays to have people like him who will be honest with you. So my relationship with him, super great. And I'm always happy to have him as a father. Definitely. I am praying one day I'll have a platform where, when he's alive, I'll have a platform to speak about how great he has done in my life and to the industry.
All right, so when you met Air Dreams,
Yeah, but
when you met Awuche and Air Dreams, even right now we are not even there yet. We are still learning and then trying to push things. So why did you actually choose to work with Air Dreams at that time, even though you knew we were now building?
I would say one, misu.
Okay.
I love to see things start and grow. I am not a fan of people who have arrived. I am my gift is in helping people stand. So all the people I work with, 90% of them are from, it's not, I didn't meet them when they were cooked.
Okay.
I met them when they were, or I even pulled them to start. And they've been with me. So that is my gift. The second thing was, I told Becca that Nkolani is serious. And after telling her why I want to help you, and I convinced her to stay for us to do that one, was because I told her, Charlie, guys, the baby almost share any day when you baby no. You remember you had an accident?
Yes.
They say no. They are risking everything. Oh, you free how you could try a video be waha and the abba. Yeah, but I say they see you could folk bass waha. And I'm saying no, Charlie, these guys, whatever help you can give them, give them. I never thought they were gonna leave. He was gonna leave Sunyani. So my advice to him was to build, just like Kumasi people did. He should build something here in Sunyani solid, and he should focus here, and it will blow. I was very confident in that, and he was doing exactly that. So their fire and their energy and their commitment to learning and to improving. He actually invited me, organized a cast here, right here in this room. I sat right here and I spoke to the cast. That's how serious he was. He was willing to let me teach his people. Any criticism, any comment, any feedback you give him, he goes home and he works on it and doesn't keep it. He comes to present it and say that the The last thing was after they followed us round. A few days later, he called me and said, "But the okasi enyano enu na mayi," and he sent me a short version of that. The production people who were insisting that omuna yomu event na omuna ebe seen the picture bako kramba. All the pictures I had, all the videos, all the footage I had was because they were there. And the small video they made with I think it was a prayer.
Yeah.
You came here to record it?
Yes, yes.
Almost twice here. That was when I told Becca Challenge Colano they have a future. And I remember when you started TikTok, and in a short while, it tells you they are going somewhere. And I'm glad I offered my.
Yes, we're almost 1 million followers.
Yes,
990 something thousand, almost 1 million. Yes. All right, so say now back to KJT versus Makola. Now we know the show uses humor, yes, to address societal issues and stuff. So how do you actually strike the balance between the comedy and truth without actually losing the essence of the message? Because I remember any episode I watch, you are talking about a particular issue, and then at the end of the day, you treat the issue rightfully, like how it's supposed to be done, how it's supposed to go. You tell us the truth in the story, in the particular issue that is being discussed. So how do you actually strike the balance between the humor and the truth without losing the essence of what you're actually trying to communicate?
The truth is that the best form of humor is when you tell the truth. So no now for nama de ma monkomo de yesre se uhuru adamfo a uhuru na enye ntro na de huru no eye ne tie so na wo de ka asemache ne ma na yesre eye ne su ne ban bi e wo no ho a wo ka na wo exaggerate no e de bi kika ho ne ma na yesre. So that is it. So we are not comedy is truly telling the truth, but in an exaggerated form. Into no krena na eka no. Aban nipa ni wies ka no. Eno na eka, but we are 10,000. 10,000 eka so we are, but you say we are not koto galamsey nsuo no no me. Na ma obi ase. So you end up discussing the truth. So there's no separation. It is one thing we're doing, and so. It's easy for us because we understand it in that way, and every player on my team understands that this is satire, and our job is to more or less like bring a mirror to the person, to the country, to the people, and reflect themselves to themselves. Say, "Muniu, ye new, ye subai ni." The only thing they can hear, me side na, ye de pale. Me fancy. Person nipa no medro but say o de dro no ba ne so onnom a onnom enti o de hye nam ana cake bim na de ato ho enti o di cake na o sere no o te ho no o kai a na dro ni wura ni mu na esa na yare so that is the only thing, that is my part. But apart from that, it's a reflection to society. All right,
so now let's get to Akwaaba versus Oobake. Akwaaba versus Oobake. Why Akwaaba versus Oobake? There are a lot of things you've tackled. You could have tackled other societal issues or tackled other things, but then why Akwaaba versus Oobake?
Because it's a very relevant conversation. Sisi Ghana no yape enya sisi akra Bruno tete ye na ma yape nchichemu ne mpapa mu ye ya santefo we mu ye ntafo we mu ye onka na wona kra o ayigbefo o kama ne ye ya you know ya pesa ena sisi ano nkomodie no ya ma sai ne nyanyihini first na nka ye ka de sie we sisi ano ye refi se ma fa onioma bi me e frafreni so make say me the tree come me bro for make ho you get it. So me ma me boom fu say aden na wo ka no anko ka frafra mom na chinchina twan wo be fa asante enti sa no say wo so be share me baby na obi foforo so yusu frafra eni kwan say obufu e bia the boys abe ne say man ti ase cheche me mu ye ti ase sa ye embrace ye hu nyina. And so the whole idea for this particular topic is to teach Ghanaians that we are one people. We've always been one. And like Kwame Nkrumah wanted us to unite and be one. Me you so adia adepa. O you so adia adepa. Ya nipa baako. O kasa na biba be hye me dem. And na stage no, omo buy no omo hu say terms ni bia regions be use no. If you other regions. Kinky. Kinky nya asante for kasa.
Okay.
Enya brofo.
Debbie.
Ba ye yusu. Akpeteshi. Eyo obi kasa. Enya asante for kasa.
Okay.
Trotro nye obi enye asante for kasa. Chalowote nye asante for kasa.
Okay.
But asante ni bia bunfu say oh e friend e ko ye yusu chalowote okrom ha biom. I was say asesa ne e friend no mpapa o hyewo se bibi ye o to ne din foforo. You get what I'm saying? And I say a friend ahenema and I friend no chow and by force. Because ya jiatuma mana beye ye kasa ye nyina ya jiatum sa na bibi ti sa Akwaaba so ye hu ne se abeye Ghana nyina kasa enti maye nye ne se chinchine twan sesa enu san komo no ne epese edi na se na misi kan ye de humor no ena ka no ye de agudi sa ne kan nye ya ye de mirror reflect say ye nhwe ye ho ye nipa ba ko me fa kasa na so afam kasa enu na ema you choose a topic na kasa ni choose ni mo no Ashanti regional minister na recommend there.
Okay.
O share ye din komo no say yenye bibi na yemfa Akwaaba ne Oobake wadwene ye o say. O kan no it was the right topic for the right time. And nam nsema amakeke nti.
Okay.
E ma ne to so pepepe ne se no. Ye be and ye ya afa and na Sunyani for say ye de wen and ye say de mo de Abrewa ye free na che say Accra na Tamale ne burger for say or mo de bada ben
all right, so let me come back to Uche now. Since you are the general secretary for the Kumawood Residence Committee, right? So why did you actually blend the KJT versus Makola stars with the Kumawood stars for this particular event and not just the KJT versus Makola team?
All right. Mainly for two reasons. Reason number one, say you revive the movie industry in general. And now say even Kumawood Nkwampa, one of the best ways to do that is by collaborations.
Okay.
Jumedi ya yedi, and then komo ya yedi. Yebe say obi wo hwa ono na adwuma wo ye ne say otie sound. Obi adwuma ne say ono obe switch cameras. Obi de ne say obe pane camera. Obi de ne say obe hwese light be yi. At the end day nipa ba akofo untimi nye a wholesale of knowledge. Obi ane na ho ade ya ekura no. Enti se wo di dwuma na wo ye collaboration na obi a wo gitum say e fon we obo ne ho mode no. Wo de wo so wo de ne be bata ho a utimi nya bibi a emu edu. Into one, in order see a very revive industry no, even your reporter ye de ma ye Asante Mantem so afo a Dr. Frank Amoakohene o mandate yes ye no. One of the recommendations was say Kumawood ebetimi collaborative work with people from other film associations and even other countries. So we are looking at collaborating with people from other parts of the region, looking at collaborations with people from other countries and all that. So one, it was because we wanted to collaborate with a different team so that they bring something unique on board. Number two, you can't stage player. So me nga many in customer personally, you can't group about stage play one my Ghana one. Personally, I will tell you KVM is number one, second to none. That is me, my opinion. Because many a times you can't stage placer. Ube hono, mpempi no ebia event organizer bi. Ena sebi owosika. Na wafa kwadwo, na wafa mansa, na wafa adwoa, na wafa a writer and na say director bi. No wa mandate ne say. On hye bibi ma no, na sebi on fa me peska. Because it's a business model. Enti but ohwe KVM na wo Judge Louis Lamis a portfolio. You'd realize that or you CEO of Legal Legacy. Legal Legacy no omedwuma ba akwa mo ye pa stage place. a emuna eye KVM ehye enti se ope dwumadie no ama na ye soronko a why settle for less when you have the best enti Kumawood no dodo na ewom no almost strength any stage play.
Okay.
Kumawood has an amazing set of actors, amazing people. Emema ne menyina ba wo hwe stage play na akuku dama say ye kan Kumawood e bebubo mo di ni nyina busa won say how many of them have been on stage for stage plays, which means say what the omo be stage play mpa. It's a gradual process. We have to learn. Learning is bringing the best to learn from the best. In the bedroom, maybe to say, maybe I'm more Earth Dreams Entertainment. Na me ye nyoma bebre. But ye nyamranti ne maba we bia me wa ha no. Bibi kakra bia no mesua frimo. To say the mesua be free judge Louis Lamison. So in my absence, you have these people filling my shoes and doing amazingly well. So it will get to a time where most of these Kumawood actors, directors, and all that would get used to stage plays because we want to bring back stage play and as a theater to the region. And now you call other regions. One of the reasons why you are here, Babe Sunyani. And these are the two main reasons why we decided send you a stage player. And my young say, ye Kumawood a ye champion a course ninti. Young kwa ye day, ye champion course. Se messing for person musifie. Yaman say namfo be 10 any nam. Ye messing for because there be a course site. Ni akọ plaster ni akọ. Messing for person musifia. Do they say messing for inti young kwa ye be see fie awie? No. You would go into a steel bender. Mesro chechere mi iron rods we ma me say. Oga go pay carpenter. Mesro bo we mami bo roof you say. That is collaboration. Uya. Afia beka say if you we amazing for fee, it doesn't mean say amazing for nkwa na ye. So once we want to do theater in the region, bring these people, match them, let us do it. At the end the KVM ye won wa sentiment, ye won Kumase, me papa wote me nchen, me baby ekubia me ka kire no. KVM was birthed in Kumase, Love FM. And omo at the start say adwumadi but for opportunities na e was omo movie kwa
Can you come
who opportunities it knows a movie kwa Accra. If say opportunities ba Sunyani he would move from Accra to come to Sunyani. If say opportunities no one north obeko north because e say baby e didi no yen say ho name ye bo hoban enti sahana be boana definitely he would come. If he is not coming, he can raise an army who can sustain this place. Said the bear at the end, we have Sahara revival now Yepe Ashanti region. No, we have it across every region because every region therefore obinya call no number. Judge, me pacho me jo number free asumesi yo. Me pacho nyami adma on this date. Ye di juma wa ha me pacho bra. Nebe kan yon yendi juma. Obefa the entire KVM team. Odi ombeko okwa onu so benya kakra. Obesa aba baby o. So if there is that a juma na say resurgence no baby it comes to affect everybody. So that's the reason why we had to bring Judge Louis Lamis and his team on board.
All right. So now I will use the word most of the times when you're talking about the media, entertainment and stuff in Sunyani here, you say Sunyani is a greenfield. I'll use that word. I'll borrow that word. So why did you actually?
But remember, your catcher says Sunyani is a greenfield. Not them as is here. The first time he was advising me, I don't know what catcher said. He told me to build something here. I am going to quote verbatim because it still rings in my mind.
Okay.
Auchi, Sunyani is a greenfield. A lot of facilities here have not been used. If I sit in Accra and I shoot a movie. Somebody can be in their comfort of their room and tell me, say, scene we uchanwaha, scene we uchanwaha. But in Sunyani, there are so many facilities people don't know about. There are so many tourist sites people don't know about. Talk about even your hotels. I am quoting verbatim because that day I listened to wisdom. That day, no one can say anything, any Solomon. Because that day it was wisdom speaking. You get it. Enti okan asem no. That was when I knew say no. There is power in Sunyani. There is power in Bono. And if there is power in Sunyani and there is Ninyina Wobona, why don't you do something to tap into the power and make good use of the power? In the buru papa na what you want to wait.
Right. Any.
And I was right.
So and we know that in Sunyani when we are doing events like this, I mean, the reception you will get, the attendance and everything, to get people to come for such events in Sunyani here is very difficult. Yes, and I know you've gone to Kumasi, you've gone to
We went to Takwa.
Takwa too. Yes. Why did you actually bring it down here to knowing that? I mean, here we are not still that developed as far as such events are concerned.
All right. Perceptions sometimes come a long way to become something which is being perceived as factual. And then you go interview your baby, and there was one perception Nipana no interview no host no, he sought to clarify. The movie industry in Ghana, they say is dead. Kumawood, they say is dead. No. This is the perception of people, and people have massaged it to becoming a reality, but that is not a fact. The reason I'm saying that is it is not very difficult to get people in Sunyani to attend programs or entertainment programs and all that. Yes, there are challenges everywhere. Even in Accra, which we always say is a place where people readily attend programs, you still need to put in the effort. You still need to give people value for their money and, most importantly, their time. If there is no value for money, if there is no value for time, there is nothing you can do. So one thing I realized in my stay in Sunyani is when we started something, Wagsy told me something very key. Right at the onset or right at the word go, I wanted to target top offices. I remember, yesterday dreams we know. 2 days later, me call Isbeth. And the letter call you say me person me share manager din komo and all that. I catch him say manager ni ho. Ya to me left right center say na manager we inside. Me ba can me dwen ho and I'm so okay nya bia. Me sa ko different place. E honum so sa ya ko ba bi ba terrace for na me tell you nam. Enti Wagsy ba no later na me Wagsy din komo na me say Charlie o ma catch him say Sunyani dey we are there heading and all that. And Charlie nipa ye say obeko nipa no okra yes woni ho. Wagsy told me say Auchi, that's the wrong approach. The reason is that right now you don't have value. The question is, what do you have to offer them? Isbeth is an already built brand. Obusa will say, why should Isbeth affiliate with Ed Dreams Entertainment? For an seminar, I'm Isbeth manager, I'm 20. Answer Bernard, I'm sure Wagsy. Any other place you've gone, what is the answer you give them? So I reflected on this and I was like, okay, why don't we channel every energy into doing something which people would now want to affiliate with us? Obika say, mene dreams for the year say so then we decided to focus on the work and leave any other secondary thing. And a number of premieres. Nana boy, you've been to all of them, and most. You would realize that we started from somewhere. Your first movie premiere here, you know. You started with you know auditorium. You're free, you know, and you call Likee University. So your approach was, I always say this, in Sovia I learned something which is working from whole to part. You work from a known station to an unknown station. Now your strongest hold UNE because most of our cast
from there
were students of UNE. So these people will have friends. So if you want a venue and as a baby a bit friendlier, you use UNE. You're testing UNE and FI, you know. We had about 3 or 4 casts from Likee University. Then we decided to move into Likee University. Here we are Likee University. You try baby obi akra ni me call TNM Tanoso nursing and midwifery. The reception there was crazy. You free ho. Your next premiere and you be STU. The chase. You free STU and you be rare Isbet. You'd realize that at STU you have numbers. But the numbers at so from UNE, the numbers improved at Calic. The numbers and the reception at TAN also improved massively. The numbers at SU was an improvement upon the previous ones. At Isbet, we sold out the cinema. First time I call Isbet, when I went there 2 days after we opened Earth's Entertainment, I wasn't allowed in there. After we premiered 2 days later, Isbet called me, when are you bringing your next movie? Because it was a good business to them. So give people value. KJT versus Makwala Abeye Yvonne versus Sack. It was massive. Dr. Likee, Money, Abrewa, Mafia, and all those people. Sebi, Enyame na me babetna abo omon samrani. People know them. All we have to do is to put in the effort to make people know that this program is coming on this date, at this time, at this venue. If we do our part well, and that's the reason why we are here, even before, some 2 weeks before the program comes off. If we do our part well and make people know the credibility of Judge Louis Lamis. People know the credibility of Akabeniza, Vivian Joe, Willie Chambers, Checheku, and all these people. I am not the one to read their portfolio and all that. So we are doing our part. Our part is to publicize it to people. Trust me, if people get to hear about it, Isbet, we plan on doing one big show. But you here, Jaja Aloisi Lamisi, one here, Sadine no Moka no Bo one here, he might be forced to do 2 shows. So it's not very difficult to do it in Sunyani. Although there are challenges, just as there are challenges everywhere. But you just need to hit the nail right on the head. And then change, why I expect to say go inside. So basically that's what we are doing now.
All right, so the event is on the 29th of November. Yes, and right now this one is a blend between the KJT versus Makola and the Kumawood. What's the difference in this particular one that the people of Sunyani should actually pull up and then watch?
The first one we did was purely our team. I think the only outsider was Jeffrey Notte.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
The last time we were here, Jeffrey Notte was the only one. But now, even on our side, we are introducing Willie Chambers, Pearl Dake, who is an amazing stage actress. Then there is the addition of the Kumawood team. No, a lot of these people haven't seen Likee acting on stage. And especially this time that he's acting as a lawyer, a special lawyer imported from space. He came from like what didn't some know we are say abrono suntil say this oko moon no akodi asem oko Pluto no akodi asem ono no makofanaba Abrewa Mafia in her character as Vivian Jail in her character as Abrewa Mafia is the one defending the Akwaaba. Checheku was amazing. I think in the nearest future Checheku has to be an integral part of our team. He was an amazing lawyer the last time he was on the team, and he's not performed in Sunyani in that. Even if we put Abrewa Mafia, Checheku, and Likee alone to do a play in Sunyani, that alone would be massive. And so if you put the KJT vs Makwala Laser Legacy production team in addition, it's too much comedy.
Then there is the introduction of Kwabena Adumberima.
Yes,
right
from Sunyani.
From Sunyani. Yes. So the other time Asia was telling me that Kwabena Adumberima will also be part of the one we'll be doing aside. We'll
performing.
Yes, but aside our performance, we'll also be joining you guys.
Yes.
How true is that?
It's very true. You see, we had one very crucial character who is out of the country now. The role of Punisher.
Okay.
Yes, you see, Berima is a bole guy. Yeah. He wants to see if you overtake Punisher. Punisher will be watching him. Punisher said we should buy his plane ticket and you come. But Berima wants to say that London, no, and I'm very confident in the guy. I've watched him. I watched The Chase.
The Chase, yes.
I watched The Chase. I watched their play when they came to Kumasi. And I've no doubt. So when I would just said, let's look at this guy. I said, no, fantastic. Let's put him in, and I'm confident he's going to deliver.
Yeah. So if you are giving us 3 words to actually describe what will be happening on the 29th of November at Usbet 5:30 p.m., which words are you going to give us?
I'll give you 3 words: fun, fun, fun.
All right. Which you know what I know how na okojai. Sunyani On munimo.
Obi ase makwaja omu.
Okaje which okwa oba akra wo nche, oba akra ni 1 week. We wa bai encha wo bese eja ya ho akobi. Enti
Yesu Kristo ba asase so ancho.
30 years.
Obi na adwuma no e na okoe. Ye kase bibi nso acha a relative.
Okay.
To obi. Dako nyankopon emfiapem. E na emfiapem so ye ne dako. Enti to obi 2 days. Achepa. To obi 1 year.
Depending on situation, we know.
Depending on
I mean, it's bit by 3 years.
God bless you for the word so sweet.
Auchi, kasache Sunyani ne bonomai. Denti ya wasa omoba sa eventi.
All right, Sunyani man. Nami adwa on the 29th of November. Yeah, the Akwaaba any Oobake eba. Akwaaba ni Oobake eye jumedi yebi aye babedia. Ya kan se potokasem eye say no to ethnocentrism campaign na eye tribalism to say the na judge can we say we are santini, we are frafreni, we are teni, we say no. We are one people, we are one nation. Ye nyina ye can ebom under the umbrellas of the colors of red, gold and green. Enti yemra ye ba besua de. Ade na ye ba besua ne ye say efri ye nananom penso ena Ghana afa na nyina ye tese ye chia obi a ana obi tu kwan no oba na ye je na ye ka se Akwaaba na ya kan Akwaaba no for so many years. Ye dru brebi a Akwaaba has been challenged. Say e dru brebi a nipa e wose wosesem. Say once sesemu a emoa ebi mo so se wan kasa wotiri ho ayi wa ibone. Enti enkranfo so esusu say adenti na yaka Akwaaba yenka omoso kasa because ye ka omoso kasa ene omo culture ashe. The question is, do we still maintain the yen nanom editete and now say we think it's time for change? They deem it as a positive change. Obi so susu say Akwaaba no yemfa ne sa. So it is a time to educate ourselves. O sere awoji wani nyina, there are so many things as adan ubesua. And a judge ka say your kind what's sa me ye sure say na wunnim say trotro enye twi kenke ye nyina yebusa say what is the English name for ya obi abeka say kenke dokuno kenke enye na nka minim say kenke na enye brofo. You see, so it is a time to learn. It is a time to come out in our numbers to support the creative industry. This current administration, which is the government of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama administration, is doing so much to support the creative art industry. To revive the creative art industry, a collaborative effort. The industry players will do their part. Government is now coming in to do his part. When now your audience know you are the greatest pillar because when I want my feedback. Se Judge Louis Lamis eye banana and melona. Na unya bina wosha or them na woshe. So he doesn't get the feedback of ahamanye ni say ankebeboa. Ahamanye ni say ankebeboa. But this time, Judge Louis Lamis will stage. All other characters will stage. They are going to get a feedback from you. It is a message to them, people who love them, areas where people want them to improve, and how people would want them to do. We want to bring theater in the region. Earth Dreams has been championing this cause for some time. It is so refreshing to know that on the day that Yesu Kristo no na Yohani ejina ne nchen a Petro nso jina ne nchen. In this case Kuma would jina ne nchen ena KVM nso jina ne nchen. So if say yewu Yesu Christo Petru ene Yohani ejina hɔ a which we me na me quote him as me nka say Bible mu baby ha if say we have these two people side by side left and right it means say abofra na oba be nante no onwea wo but papa ba akwa so nsa left ba akwa so nsa right into obe start here to so this is a time where we should show love. This is a time where we should come in our numbers to make sure that aye dwumadia ye pese ye din wo bono mem no ebetimi atim next time say ye pese ye assemble aye Ghana artists ni nyina kra ne ade omo ba omo kohwe footage ni omo hu nipa dodo a ebo otwi eba isbet sade na ofra artist bi obeka tise Sunyani me mankwa sada no menya hwe o wiase. So let's come in our numbers, let's come and support the entire Kumawood team, the entire KVM team, and most importantly Earth Dreams Entertainment, which is actually from this land.
All right, so before we go now, I want to get an advice from you.
Hey.
Like I said, yes sir, see when we came when we came for Ashanti Fest, yes, we were talking to Berima, and you were saying some things, even though you're not speaking to me directly. I was listening to the conversation. Creatives like us, I mean, we do in this studio we do podcast sessions like this, and we do video reactions and stuff. Anytime I made a video with the one who is producing currently, and the video went viral, and people were insulting us. We made a reaction of a certain musician, and people were saying we didn't talk well about their artists and stuff, and they were insulting us. In fact, some of them will even come to your DMs and stuff, and she got very emotional. She was even like she might not do again for some time. She wants to take some time off and other stuff. What advice would you give to creatives who want to actually be big like you have actually done for yourself? I mean, you started from a point of nowhere, now you're at a point where people know you.
Started from Live FM. It was somewhere.
Right. Right. So what advice will you actually give us? Because myself, I know they sit off, but it will be easy.
Maybe I don't find it because of the
emotional part.
Yes, podcast debate. No, the reaction.
Yes.
Let me first talk about the reaction bit. Right. So, if you are reacting, it's supposed to be an emotional or an intellectual response to the art you're looking at.
Okay.
Nti me hwe movie no, ama masre. Me hwe movie no, ama me raho. Ama me su. Hey, color no ano de ma mani. You are reacting to it. And if you, that is a reaction. That one, there is no way obetia obinaso. So mu yusu adeni year. And you are a critic. You are critiquing the work. To critique somebody's work, you must understand the elements. What the rhythm I say, what the lyrics writing I say, what the tempo I say, what the timing I say, what the vocal modulation I say. Now what in your critique you be a juma? Ebi a wunim, but oh fan now what the fear 2 seconds nyansa no. Abe critique obi ade a wonya botre de na koma ne ni bibia sua de de aye na waka no troka sebe the unfortunate thing is that obi movie KT timi ka che obi say your office ye share movie bi aba. Oh boss, give me the best movies to go and watch this weekend. Boss, this movie wasn't good, the rating was bad, and then later me kosham say
it's a movie nenya
bad. But na me kwa ndo se me hwe TV so mu yi na for so man hwe na mu say so o reaction na we no e bit ma say obi creative work or wunti obi nkote nyum no nti say unim tools na it's a call but say wo the tools na diagnose ade na e bia for example we also a doctor patient in a hospital. We heard the way our phone ye dia be malaria. malaria not just out done to mo baby I want to get a tantant no can ya but kaya de anka wo de na collab and watch mojano and a parasite womb and a magnitude of parasite in the blood no you have all of that and now they are no neka chance oh malaria how obegene different from say what they ne hone so ne bia na de wa adwene na ka say wo hwe malaria so if you want to do reactions if you want to do critiquing you must understand the tools reactions we need to unkoka be ma obi edu atem hey mama for the video ni so or share comedy no osre no oye we no oboni say no called Mickey and no but we be come aka bone ne papa woman I was so ase and I was so kire say unim nia oka Kojo Sheldon until you have to choose your path well and so when you choose path na say no kra na oka and ensuro and found out them did obedi so we now timi atem didi na
comment section
and coho you need the comments to push the videos you need the reactions to push the video so let it be or don't read it me or IT for I share comments now papa woman oh yeah somebody was complaining about the sound almost music no too loud than the sound so I comment now say editor me director me find shey like me na me actor judge na me team no me fine so push it to the editor so that the next episode you get it so you don't need those comments but you need the reactions for the video to go so let it you shouldn't read me actress back home can you tell me smakola loyalty you no na free oba lawyer because they say I am member nko the oba lawyer ba Joan oko kind comments na premium because I'm on one yesterday go find it from your loyalty episode we hwe biom say sa na me dey oko kind comments na obejina na bema bu even General Tatia no we want loyalty okay bu abem Sisano no leave it so that is with the
all right
on the general a common war acting enti yenye no nkwa okay to start with utibet my ye we a black sheriff we do phone you try na a farmer or na wa blow now koso very few of us get that opportunity sa kode comedy no Shatawale comedy Stone Boy no akọ Shatawa kakra no akọ Samini ho kakra no akọ ha no akọ ha kakra no afa ha kakra no afa kakra so it is tough with our industry ask anybody ask him obetwa me video ma me wanya 1 city but omudi mechi for 3 days or something so how was he funding his fuel transportation his team they were about 4 or 5 guys eating and all of that mobiles kumase obi antu amoka nti the mission and say there's a Washington munina there's Washington no Ebola yes
there's a no you zoom line
yes no oyi omo boka no ho odu anabola no afa to track him ejuma no ye no most of the actors Samuel L. Jackson Akwai Morgan Freeman was a chauffeur or limousine like everybody does something to sustain yourself till when it blow it can bring you good enough money. Unfortunately social media man no man sakakra 1 week per blue she's trending everywhere people can make her out but only 1 city higher not na or for trotro bedding or first no ube blow no am obi ehu no na sa project ni betu good enough but yes there no social media wait ma kasem bi no ay atasa nko am blow no obi ehu a atasa but still I will do more bonus more that is the dynamics and so heading but if you are determined and you don't give up it's sweet.
All right, sir. So how last question before we go, how important is sacrifice in this creative space?
there is no other way. Trust and obey There is no other way. So sacrifice. There's no other way. You have to sacrifice because we are not born. So let me use for everybody to understand, especially the new guys. Ukusua medicine. You spend about 7 years. We are not quite housemanship. We are a BNP so specialize. Not specialize before you can do the specialized area you want to practice in. If you have a pediatrician, if you have a gynecologist, you need to specialize. But my we are a general. As I know, I specialize. So that's like roughly 8 to 10 years. Upese we upese si hotel. Buka kope asase. We discover to asase 100,000 cedis. Now wako pe architect amana be surveyor. Abe surveyor architect abe draw plan. Maybe or the best 6 months ni bibia no be we layout ni bibia bro. Wako to cement, my foundation. It will take you like 5 years to finish the hotel, finish it, to get employees, train them before you now start letting it out. That is like 8-10 years to build a hotel for most people. Yeah, Jumano, if you refi and who say the same path. Into my many rad earth dreams I the following week or per se Ocha movie no blow no yet Nanama McBrown. Nanama McBrown also did miracle films a chi. Uncha movie nibio or your costume or your welfare. Miracles mucha we are mko editing movie no akra. No di miracle but you met me no ako. Miracles o nyahwe. Okwa omo edited this say no. No akosha kitchen no aye omo aduane. No abe prapra anti omo editing no. We aduane no omo ode abe se omo di no omo editing. No gina no ohwe. No sua. For years and so the an opportunity no active and so be so basisiano yen refi that part of it. So if you see Nanama, you just want to enter Ed Dreams. Nanka de chinya why Nanama McBrown. Share. No, we a be yes sama cry. It can crush you. A typical example is loyalty. You blew loyalty crown, you femu pa before he blew. But you blow you know, I don't know, a crash, you know. He went into depression for over 3 years. On one and and yet better the limelight is not better. Especially we Christian in our spiritual matters. Apart from the physical and mental stress and drain, spiritually. Mami ya mansa, mami obi, no mami na share brasse. We see amuko eya na eh ubane de. Me hu ni TV so eh ubano na ya mansa mami to
Wajoto.
Sisi ade ubane de krom ha. Ubani de dabe no ba besra me. Ye oka kra se o me ba no kra na se wakonya adwuma bi kra obi a mpesa community. Ye nipa yaw. Eni break akra. E ma yaw ba yemu. Se sa nipa no yem bo ne badin na ye bo wudin no. So betimi na tumi kakra ho no betimi yiso a. So betimi akata so kakra. Obe on kata so se oye obone. O kata also says the beya unja ne bane ho ne bane so ye be hu ne kakra bone na no ye no but enye bone na opeso ye ne bane no pay ni ye. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Friends, you leave your friends, you go out, your friends meet you with their girlfriends and they meet you with their girlfriends and their girlfriend are like, your friend, oh my god, please tell him I want to take a picture with him, he's my crush.
Hey, you go home.
Oh no, best Charlie. My woman say you want to take picture plus you. I'm a kumem. I shouldn't say only oban na kwebi o mobile kwa obana kasa bi akire na nani anje. Bana ne girl ne be hu no hwede oye. Ono best but na kumem. Nti akoma etwe unya be enima akoma etwe osan no. You have no idea. Until one day pen out the nam hano and prepare ebe crash. They done in drone sex or bema was no no, like so many vices because of the limelight. And so sacrifice trains you. It trained David, it trained Samuel, it trained even Saul, it trained mentioned Gideon, Jephthah, it trained everybody in the Bible. Abraham, everybody, Joseph, Jacob had to go and serve. Daniel, everybody, you learn, and that's why where this young man is, he's learning, and he's learning for you now. Or no consume for 50 years. Meaning the story you be started free.
Yeah.
Or they no sure be or they na. Na nyame adom na sika na kakra ba. No say okay na be production. Now one day pen awure no. Why audition now ba sa production no. Mama mi mblo. That no. I'm afraid one in chair no why.
Whoa. See, I wish I had gotten enough time or just a one-on-one session to speak about this particular. I get where which is coming from. Even this few minutes we've spent here, what I've heard from you and what you're saying. In fact, I understand where which is coming from with the things you've taught him over time. And as a matter of fact, some of the things you taught him, he also brought them to us, and we also learned a lot. So, sir, thank you very much for joining us in our studios today. And Awuchi, but also last question now, Yoko. Da ben na Sunyani man ene bono man enhwese because yenim say maboy mo besia akọ da ben na mo besia ba back ah yenim say mo body am nko beyond say be we program when stars ni na mo ba down
stars ne de me nka ho enti stars no say it said no ka no lawyer ba ko me no ka say ye wie kuma se de no sa ko space enti ene me ne kasa free space or the space line ne free e ma me ne on judge nya di nkomo enti onu ni say na nche obe free space na oba or the affidavits ne nyoma ne nyina beba myself and my father definitely they would be here probably by the within Monday to Wednesday. Wednesday cry they watch it. Me and my papa there. Bible code be no say I and my father one.
John 10:10.
Hey, nana you say akwa say kaka. So me then Lamis
30.
What here na?
I my father.
John 10:30. We would be here earlier. Most likely. It could even be Sunday. The rest of the team omo beba within the week. Some of them would come on Wednesday.
Okay.
But a time I expect to say we'll be arriving there. Latest by 28th. No be our. Enti nyame aduma 28th. Kubo akuku dam for ni nyina. Ewa. Na yeso enye akuku dam no. Ikukromo bag mun kakra. What you say?
All right. Thank you very much, Emmanuel Pokuanane and Judge Louis Lamis for joining us today in the studios of Earth Dreams Entertainment for another amazing episode of Infinite Loop. Enti Sunyani for the Yankasa Yate. On Beba 29th, so when you go to when you come here to Earth Dreams Entertainment Studios, tickets no ebi wa say oko use bent so obenya bi and after so Greenleaf Eatery you'll get some, and I say all the flyers on social media when you pick any of the contacts I was so offer when sabeka tickets maybe prices no very very cheap and affordable. It's in grab yours and let's meet on the 29th of
Nana mami interview prices na yesen me pese me to be chair nti
prices no there 100 cedis single only 100 and a double no 180
double na say chese
double no say
obulu ana say
wo there be oh my radio be say what they prefer two girlfriends kafa for obulu ba enti double no we baby a couple right enti oba any bear man so oba any bear man then
sana double no
san oba ne be ma yes
oba ne be ma
no me metima to ama me ni menua
onu nua be ma okay onu nua be ma
oba any be ma
omo de Ghana card be ba eti Louis Lamis e just ba ko no say Dennis Lamis
metima to ama menua ketwa
okay yeah
metima to ama madam for also ontimi to no matter double na
okay now
all right so ombe friendship certificate but basically double it can be two people.
All right so 100 cedis single, 180 double, and 300 cedis that is the VIP. But then also we have table reservations, VVIP table reservations, that is 3,000 for 4 entries. and I face to 5,000 for 8 entries. Into no, what you dear come
Into me na me ko 3,000 no, dear na menya, and me na ko 5,000, dear na menya. Is it me na me host no?
So, wow, call 3,000. Into I kind of VVIP no. Into Ubenya with table the other 3 people now mobile. Yes, you get your table and you get your drinks, you get some snacks, you get in fact we treat you in that VIP dinner.
Into be souvenirs and say me am tisa table no, menya souvenirs.
Yes.
Message access to Judge Lamis mo na say.
Yes, pictures na be try no okro benya access could pictures in the first with your favorite stars and you get access until you VVIP no.
Okay.
So anything be
menya special treat.
Yes. You get special and kasa because you VIP or now when you VVIP not just say VIP for being special treatment but what any VV in the not just say it was so and kasa
say wo bonyum
sir but right enti Sunyani bono my dream for so you have a for maybe yes you also your hobby enti the love you've been showing us it was Sunyani and bono my table hand best them say on the 29th of November, so remember, use bet 5:30 now you start. When you gonna man time, Mr. 5:30 pepe now you start. It's na be I bet my point them now you stars na you extra pictures near the
After party. Yeah, after party.
Yes, you be after party. Yeah, no okay. Royal Lounge.
Okay.
That was bet one man.
Yeah, they say they what you feel you.
Me say that day no. My target will be.
Yeah.
You. After party, you feel that's your point. And I say,
we don't know my target no.
But so why not target?
Me ni Abrewa. A Royal Lounge. Send the video no say obenya bi.
I say we niggas.
Yes. It mean me a nigga. That day no be my bomb so be 3. What you say nkomade
right.
Galamse you know go to nyina ni nyina go me kum. What you say? But in as much as we are saying that we are saying
say no to
Galamse. Yes, a free 100%.
All right.
100%.
Into be a better ticket about event ni be after
party. Do ticket ni be a you now bit me Royal Lounge.
Right.
We party with the stars and we make memories.
Right. Oh great. Anyway there Yankasa was saying that you stop na yeba. And I know so Ombeba because any first time even Edwin's entertainment.
And everyone else maybe Omobeba.
Oh yeah beba.
Vim you drew out do e pam.
What the sign that Omobeba. Me what that.
What your dreams kasa oh yeah Elizabeth.
Right, yeah beba. Yeah beba. All right, so guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Infinite Loop. Powered by Earth Dreams Entertainment. So please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, you comment, you like, you share, do everything for us, just as you've been supporting us always. So this is where we end today's episode. My name is Nani Abo, of course, with Double H at the back, and I was here with the CEO of Earth Dreams Entertainment and also a special aide to the Ashanti Regional Minister and also the director and the CEO of Laser Legacy. Yes, Laser Legacy Productions. Louis Lamis. Yes, also here with me. We are signing out. Peace.